Hello and welcome Earth signs to your mid-month messages. So we're going to look into love messages for mid-June. We're also going to look into your blessings and also your lesson, okay? So let's go ahead and begin. Remember to receive only what resonates, release anything that doesn't resonate with you. If you are interested in more content, I do have a Bloom Patreon membership and that is linked below. So let's go ahead and begin. So let's get highest and best messages for Earth signs for mid-June. We have the Page of Wands coming out. So you have an exciting new beginning. You're either going to be receiving some exciting news, there's going to be a doorway, but there's a spark. And it's something that is inspiring to you, something you want to take action on, something possibly coming full circle. This could be a manifestation coming towards you that you have been focused on, okay? But it feels divine. It feels wonderful with this beautiful golden energy coming through. The Page of Wands is like the very beginning of something. Okay, so there's a new beginning here. It could be something that, again, it draws in your interest. It's something that I feel like is in your wheelhouse, something that you've been excited to explore is what I'm hearing. Okay, something you've also been poised and waiting for. Some of you might have been waiting for a green light on something, and now you feel like you have it, so you're sending that message, or you're taking that first step, that first very exciting step, that first aligned step is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's see what this is about. We'll look into the Romantic Tarot. Okay, so love messages for Earth signs, highest and best messages for Earth signs for mid-June. Okay, we have the Tower, and then we have the Two of Wands. So there's a breakthrough that is coming here with the Tower energy and the Two of Wands. There's some sort of recognition, or again, preparing. For some of you, it's like that person that you wanted to reach out to, okay? You are going to. Or there's, perhaps that person is preparing to reach out to you, depending on your masculine or feminine energy. But with this Tower, there's something that's quite shocking, okay? There's something that changes your life here. Something that is life-changing, but in a very positive way with the Two of Wands, okay? If you see, there's kind of like this man who's got a big smile on his face, and he's being prepared by, it looks like his wingman or his best friend or his brother, okay? It almost reminds me of like a marriage card in a way, right? So there's maybe some sort of foreshadowing of, whoever you're reaching out to, who is reaching out to you, there's potential for a long-term commitment here, but it's something that you're kind of being encouraged, okay, by your friends, or this could also be a spirit guide, for some of you, that is like preparing you for this change, this exciting new beginning. Okay, beautiful. Let's see, what else do we have when it comes to love mid-June for Earth signs? Okay, we have the Devil energy coming through, okay, with this card. So again, with that lining up with the Page of Wands, it's about something that you desire. It's about a new beginning, something that, allows you, I feel like, to express yourself in a very free-flowing way. Something that, maybe the way that you are approaching the world is with far more confidence, okay? Again, there's a lot of desire and attraction here, but I do see that there's like a chain to her ankle, okay? See that? So things may not always appear to be what you expect them to, so try not to rush, okay? For some of you, that's something to be aware of. But again, for some of you, it's like you're meeting, connecting with, communicating with someone that like you want to be tied to, okay? You want to have this bond with. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Again, I feel like you're going to be flaunting. I'm hearing like if you got it, flaunt it. So I feel like you'll be flaunting yourself more a little bit, like the way that you dress, the way that you go, the style that you wear, how you present yourself, okay? Look at that. You're like wanting to stand out here, or again, this person stands out to you. So we will clarify that a little bit more, but let's keep going. What other highest and best messages do we have for Earth signs when it comes to love? We have the Emperor energy coming through, okay? The Emperor energy. So we have that leveling up, especially with the masculine energy, if that's what you're attracting or that's the energy that you're in. You know, you're leveling up, you're shifting and changing, like the foundations and the belief systems are restructuring in your life is what I'm hearing with that Tower energy. You're ready to make these changes. We also have the Queen of Wands. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands coming through here. I don't know why, but she reminds me of my Aunt Clara when I see this card. Okay, so you have the Queen of Wands, and you have a lot of red coming through here, so there's definitely a restructuring that's happening. There's a lot of passion, and I'm feeling that grounded action that's going to be taken here. Okay, we also have the Five of Cups coming through. Interesting. Let's get a couple more here, and then we'll dive deeper into this. The Ten of Cups. This deck really cracks me up. Look at this Ten of Cups. He is playing his flute, okay? And he is attracting all of these cats, or he owns all of these cats. Okay, maybe he has a cat sanctuary. Maybe that is like a dream, is to have some sort of sanctuary for animals, okay? And then his partner's up on the balcony just admiring his flute playing and the way he's interacting with animals, okay? And in this deck in particular, it's like what is yours basically is protected. Like this wall with the Ten of Cups is saying like your blessings are protected here. Your Ten of Cups is protected. It's just for you, okay? So very interesting. Let's get one more Earth signs. Okay, and the Four of Swords. All right. So fascinating. Okay, so with the Five of Cups, you know, there are those two women that are not very happy with that man. Okay, as you can see. So for some of you, you know, there's this message coming through that if you were dating like multiple people, now you're choosing someone. It looks like there's somebody who has helped you to evolve and grow, really step up, that you're highly attracted to here. And somebody that I think, again, has challenged you to evolve and grow and step out of your comfort zone. I'm getting this is more kind of masculine energy. And then we'll go into the feminine energy. So I'm seeing too, like my hands are wanting to shake. So there's been like this like nervousness that you have with this energy or making this decision, Earth signs. And I feel like, you know, again, like your friends have been like bolstering you, supporting you, you know, kind of like amping you up to either make this decision or to start this new beginning here. Okay, it's going to create a lot of change. It's going to create a lot of change in your life, but it's like the energy I feel is very exciting within my heart space, and like your hands also might be shaking a little bit with this. So this could be quite a big shift. Now, again, if you were like dating multiple people, there might have been multiple people that saw you as their Ten of Cups, okay? But I feel like those of you that, again, you have picked someone who truly aligns with you, that you desire, you want to have this new beginning with, it's going to cause those tower moments for the people that thought, you know, because again, with like the Five of Cups and the Four of Swords, there's like the dance of dating, the dance of life, like they're not going to be very happy with that news, okay? Is kind of what I'm seeing here. So that's interesting. Let's see what else. Yeah, there might have been like a lot of competition, or this could even be exes in the past that thought that they still had a chance with you, Earth signs, and now, you know, they're quite, you know, quite frustrated, or you're like feeling that energy around, even if they're not in your life. But it's like whoever you're with, again, you have that very clear desire for. And you also feel like that is your Ten of Cups experience. There's a sense of peace. There's a sense of authenticity also within this card. There's also, you know, also like a sense of freedom in this Ten of Cups, you know, because like he is, you know, doing what makes him happy, playing the flute, right? And it's not like they're connected, but they're not like right next to each other. They're not. There's that freedom of like you know, have your passions and you have your dreams and you're doing your thing and I'm doing my thing. And there's no sort of like smothering or codependency, I guess. Like this is a very almost like interdependent relationship is what I'm hearing. Okay. So there's space for your soul mission. There's space for your passions. You know, it's like there's a healthy sort of connection that is coming through here where you're evolving and growing and you're not holding each other back is what I'm hearing. Okay. Now, for those of you that are dating multiple people, and if you're not in your integrity about that, I feel like that could cause a tower moment. Okay, they could find out about each other. That's a warning, okay? Because that could cause a lot of drama and conflict for those of you that have been in that space. That might be one or two of you, not all of you. With this Emperor energy too, you're looking at things closely. You're paying attention to how people are responding or reacting around you. Okay. Also, again, like if you are choosing somebody that you want to move forward with or have a new beginning with, I feel like you're observing how the people around you are responding. Okay. And that's helping you to make decisions about who kind of is going to be close to you and who's not going to be close to you. Like who's going to be supportive of you, who's not. That's another message that's coming through here. For those of you that are in a grounded connection or relationship, you know, it could be going to the next level or there are changes that are happening within your relationship. Some of you might have some sort of interference energy try to kind of show up here. I don't feel like it would be a big deal. Because again, we have your 10 of Cups being protected. But it might be a cycle from the past that comes up for you to clear. Okay, I do want to clarify, let's clarify the Devil energy for Earth signs. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So this would be a feminine energy or an energy that is comfortable speaking their truth, is comfortable with speaking their truth even though it makes other people uncomfortable. This is somebody who is, you know, will pretty much be very clear and direct about their boundaries, their expectations. That's something that I'm sensing here with the Queen of Swords. You know, she's had experiences. She knows what she wants, you know, and she's not going to settle for less. And she's going to, you know, communicate and express herself, you know, in ways that go against the stereotypical expectation of how a feminine or how a woman is supposed to communicate, right? I'm hearing like a nonconformist, okay? But let's see, what is this tie here? Six of Swords. Okay, it's something that this feminine energy would be moving away from. Okay, so somebody who is, it could be a past energy that was kind of holding this person back, because even though this is the Devil energy showing up here, the that kind of like chain that's around her ankle, I'm kind of sensing it's like something from the past holding her back from moving forward. But with the Queen of Swords, I feel like she is clearing cords, or she is moving forward, or she is healing with that Six of Swords. Again, there's that sense of having those maybe uncomfortable, difficult conversations, but it's, you know, necessary to move forward here. So Earth signs, I feel like you are preparing a big move, or someone is preparing a big move towards you. It starts as the Page of Wands, it starts as something small, but I feel like with this Emperor energy, the Queen of Wands energy, there is quite a bit of momentum here, okay? And the Six of Swords is about making, you know, learning from your mistakes and moving forward. So I feel like it could be an old timeline that this energy is kind of clearing out here, okay? I'm also getting, for those of you that clearly know, okay, I'm saying you clearly know that you were in a third party situation. I feel like that's something that would be shifting and changing, and maybe you have been waiting for that to kind of dissolve, is what I'm hearing, waiting for the cords to dissolve or that energy to dissipate. So even if this person wasn't necessarily like involved with your person or the person you're connected with, their energy was still lingering, and that's dissolving, and you were kind of waiting for that with the Queen of Wands. Okay, because the Queen of Wands has the foresight, the Queen of Wands is very magical here, and she looks like she's just kind of like bored and waiting. Okay, so we'll say, like, if you're in that energy, to fill your life with things that are exciting and enjoyable and fulfilling. Okay, pursuing new passions and things with the Page of Wands as well, not waiting for. So for some of you that you felt like you were in a third party, or I should say you knew you were in a third party situation, you've been waiting for that tower, that energy to dissolve, so that you could move forward. Okay, and like I said, it doesn't even have to be that this person was in your person's life, but it's just the energy was lingering. Okay, maybe there needed to be some neutralization of the energy or peace, because the Six of Swords here is about moving forward in a peaceful way, or moving away in a peaceful way. Interesting, very interesting. Look, bottom of the deck, Justice. Okay, so yeah, Justice is coming in here for you, Earth signs, and there's that top hat. For so many of you, I feel like you're going to be, again, either, taking a step towards somebody that you see a long-term commitment with. I mean, we don't have the Hierophant, but we do have, like, even with that, I know it's, like, not the most flattering of expressions, but ball and chain, okay? Energy, but I saw that kind of coming out in a way that was more so playful than, like, an actual ball and chain or somebody, like, weighing you down. I feel like, again, if there was an energy that was weighing you down or weighing your person down, I feel like that is dissipating, that is clearing, that is moving away. Because even as it goes into the spread, it's like moving back into the past. Or if this was, you, and you had like an old timeline that you were clearing. Okay, so that you can have this new beginning. But karma is balancing with a Justice card. Truth, clarity, balance. This is the Libra energy. Beauty, kind of being restored here. There's like a clearing out energy coming through. Okay, then we have the World card on the bottom of the deck, which is about a completion of a lesson. Wow. And then you have the Eight of Coin moving forward, and that's really a playful, fun Eight of Coin, right? That doesn't look like work. So it's like joyfully working on a connection or something that is important to you. Okay? So we have kind of those of you that were dealing with a third-party situation, which I didn't expect to come out, but it looks like everything's kind of being sorted in the way it's properly meant to be sorted with that Justice card here. And you have that beautiful Ten of Cups, which is like, what is your happiness? Your joy is preserved, is protected. You have the fulfillment with the World card coming through here. And again, for those of you that are dating, you could have energies that are fighting over you. Okay, you could have some energies, even from the past exes that thought that they, or think that they still have, a chance with you, competition for you, highly desirable and attractive with like the Emperor, the Queen of Wands, the Devil energy. Okay. Wow, it's going to be, this is pretty significant energy for you, Earth signs. Okay, moving forward, let's go ahead and see, what are your blessings? What are the blessings for the Earth signs? Mid-June. Wow, your past supports your future. What a rewrite that is. When I first saw this card in this deck, I mean, it really, it felt empowering, and it's a beautiful reframing of the past. Instead of like being upset about the past, or upset with yourself and the mistakes you may have made, this is accepting and loving those parts of yourself. This is shadow work. And so the shadow work that you're embracing is supporting your future. Loving yourself and appreciating yourself, your past self, is going to help you love yourself more, but also kind of bridge your gap into the future here, rather than denying or being upset. Like, love and appreciate that past self that got you to this place to help you create your future moving forward. This is also integration of like that wisdom, okay? And bringing in that love, because we have that beautiful pink energy going into that purple crown third eye energy, that very deep intuitive energy. We have the number 11 as well. So it's like, as you were ascending with your timelines, as you were learning lessons, now you have the number 11, which is manifestation, okay? What you're creating coming about. So really love yourself, love all aspects of you, okay? Because that is supporting your fulfillment and your future moving forward. Those lessons that you've integrated and learned are helping you be more successful, right? Okay. Any other blessings for earth signs? Oh yeah, find your sacred flow. Beautiful. So we had that man playing the flute. Maybe it's an instrument or some sort of artistic expression, but finding your sacred flow is your way of navigating. It's also your timeline, okay? Finding your timeline and building and creating your timeline that feels in alignment with you, that feels like it flows, okay? I also feel like with your sacred flow, there's this sense of trust and relaxation and release of trying to control things and allowing what is like leaving your life to let it flow out, and what's coming in, like allowing it to come in here. But there's this sense of, instead of like fighting change, you're flowing with change, okay? And you're finding it to be sacred here, and you have greater trust and surrender in kind of how your life is unfolding, how your love life is unfolding, how these opportunities are unfolding here, okay? The changes that are flowing. Finding your sacred flow is also about, that space of consciousness that feels most in alignment with your energy, where like almost like when you're on the 5D energy, things just seem to go in your favor, right? Like let's say you get some sort of, you purchase something online, or you're waiting for something to come in, and you're like, oh, and the date that it's coming in is like a week later than you were expecting, and you're like, you know what, it'll work out, it'll come in, and then you just say a day, and then all of a sudden, boom, it shows up on that day, because you're in a higher frequency timeline, and you do it in a way that's very light. You don't do it in a way where it's like you put a lot of heaviness on it. You're just like, oh, it'll show up, it'll be fine, like everything's working out for me. There's kind of that that belief system that is helping with this beautiful flow. So you're going to find more magic within your life. You're going to find where you can influence things in a very positive and beautiful way, okay? That's not to say not to take aligned action, but it's things that are outside of your control. Like you can't always control when a package is going to reach you, right? There are a lot of other factors involved in that reaching you. So same thing with your manifestations. You can't always control when they come in, because sometimes there are other factors. But just trusting and not placing that resistance on there and putting a lot of dense energy helps things just to flow in your favor, okay? So that's really beautiful. Okay, we also have stop, drop, and ground. So grounding your energy, you're going to have blessings of things grounding into your experience, where you're like, is this my life right now? Did this beautiful thing just unfold? Even with the stop, drop, and ground, to me speaks of like a lot of excitement. And every emotion, it's important that it's expressed and moved through the body, right? Even excitement. So it could be something really exciting happens and you're like, oh my gosh, just remember, like, my hands were shaking. I was like, you need to ground your energy. So get out in nature, ground your energy, sit on the ground, whatever it is that helps you to ground. But the earth is also a blessing and supporting you here, and it makes so much sense with earth signs, right? And 3 and 1 is 4. So that's about your stability, your grounding, your foundation. Find your flow is 3, which is your collaboration with, source, with the universe. And then, your past supports your future is about your belief systems around, your past experiences and the narratives and the stories. And with the 11, it's manifesting and creating your narrative moving forward and appreciating yourself in the past and how you've learned, evolved, and have grown through those experiences. So there's a lot of love. There's a lot of change that is happening here. Okay, let's go ahead and get a lesson. What is a lesson message here for earth signs mid-June. Okay, so there's actually two. We have be patient. Okay, that's where you might have to ground. Okay, or again, if like you were, I wouldn't say waiting, but you were trusting in kind of the way things are aligning or unfolding, you know, to be patient with that. And then this is a big one for you earth signs, express your joy. Just like I said, how like, you know, we have like emotions that we feel and release within the body, you know, that are sometimes what we would classify as negative, right? Or lower frequency. The same, you know, that expression of those high frequency emotions also is important. Okay, so expressing your joy, you know, celebrating, allowing yourself to, you know, joy is an emotion that, you know, can be somewhat scary, right? Because it takes us to such a high level of experience that we're like, oh my gosh, what goes up must come down, right? So there's kind of that sense of like, you know, some fear around it. So I would definitely do some work around that as well with express your joy, of embracing living in a joyful experience, you know, embracing creating a joyful timeline. Okay, even just exploring what joy feels like in your body and recognizing what is joy, because sometimes excitement can be confused with anxiety. So what does joy feel like in your body? You know, integrating that, loving that experience, learning from it. Okay, so that's something that is important here to embrace, is express your joy. So your lessons are be patient and express your joy. So I feel like you're waiting for something, or you're observing the unfolding of something, and then you have this beautiful moment where, you know, there's this joyful expression, there's this joyful news, there's something that shows up for you that is you know, life-changing in a beautiful way. Okay, so that's what I have for you, earth signs. Receive what resonates, release what doesn't. Thank you so much for joining me. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.